Hello, this is a video about the Excel assignment for Accounting 2302. So here's the actual assignment. You notice that I changed the day to the correct day. It did previously Monday, May 6th, but it's due tomorrow night by midnight. Now, what you're going to do for this assignment is go into Excel and create a workbook and use a separate worksheet for each assignment. These are all assignments out of the back of the chapters. If the page number is wrong, just ignore the page number. The questions are what I want you to do. Number 4, both of these can be worked on the same sheet. All right, and then notice you also need to use formulas to get full credit. Okay, so I'm going to look at the first one as an example. So the first one we have to do is exercise 1723. All right, 1723 wants us to prepare a schedule of a cost of goods manufactured and income statement. So Jordan Company has the following information for December 31st of 2018. Use the information to prepare a schedule of cost of goods manufactured and an income statement. Assume no indirect materials are used and all amounts are shown in billions. So they give us the information we need to do to calculate cost of goods manufactured, and then we have to use the cost of goods manufactured to finish off the income statement. Okay, so I'm going to go into Excel. All right, so you open up an Excel workbook. All right, this is a workbook. Down here at the bottom, there'll be a sheet. All right, this particular sheet, I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to do 1721. I don't know if it'll let me do the dash. It did. Okay. All right. So you can do exercise 1721 here at the top. All right. The first thing we have to do is cost of goods manufactured. All right. Cost of goods manufactured is the beginning balance of work in process plus your manufacturing costs that you added. All right, those manufacturing costs are direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. Then you subtract out the ending inventory of work in process, and that gives you cost of goods manufactured. Okay, so I'm going to widen this column out so all that's in one column. I don't like that. I'm going to move these back over here just because I don't like the way that looks. So I'm going to edit it a little bit. Okay, now I need to go back over here to Word and get my numbers. So work in process was 5 and 16. So let me put that in here. This one was 5. This one is 16. So I'm putting it as a minus because I need to subtract it. All right, let's go see what direct material and all that was. Direct material was 31. Direct labor is 62. And overhead is 20. So my direct material was 31, direct labor is 62, and overhead was 20. Okay, now I need a formula to add those three numbers up. So I'm going to do the equal sum. All right, so equal sum, open parentheses, block them off, close parentheses. You can just do equal plus 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 if you want to. It's completely up to you. But make sure that you use formulas for these type of things because that's what I'm going to be grading you on. All right, so then since I had the 16 as a negative, then I can just also sum those numbers up. And there is my cost of goods manufactured. Now, I would like it if you would also add some lines in here. All right. So I put a line under the 20, and then cost of goods manufactured needs a line above and a double line below. Right, and that way it just looks a little nicer. You can also, add the dollar signs. We don't need the decimal places. So I'm going to take that out. All right, and the next part of this one is an income statement. So you need to do like a regular formal income statement. So it's Jordan Company, December 31st of 2018. So Jordan Company income statements for the year ended December 31st, 2018. All right, we start off with sales. I'm also going to have to calculate cost of goods sold, right? Then I have cost of goods sold. All right, that equals gross profit. Then I have operating expenses. I'm not sure what we have. But let me go calculate cost of goods sold. So I'm also going to have to come over here and do cost of goods sold. All right, cost of goods sold is beginning inventory of finished goods plus cost of goods manufactured minus ending inventory of finished goods. And that equals cost of goods sold. So this cost of goods manufactured is going to be the number from above. So I would say equal the 102. All right, then I need my beginning and ending inventories, 12 and 15. So 12 and minus 15. Then sum that up. Okay, so my sales, let's see what I have. Sales were 253. My cost of goods sold, I'm going to pick up from over here. And I need to subtract those two. Then my operating expenses, all I really had was selling admin, so I'm just going to do it like this. All right, my selling and admin was 85. So subtract that from the gross profit, and there is my net income. Okay, so that's basically what you have to do, and then I would like it, like I said, if you make it look pretty. So this I'm going to center across. I'm going to do the merge and center. All right, so all I'm doing now is formatting it. It also needs some lines so it's more clear as to what you're adding and subtracting and where the end is. All right, so that's basically it for this one. So that's the first tab. All right, then the next one that you have to do is exercise 1917. So click down here to add on the plus sign to add a new sheet. And this is going to be 1917. And you'll do the same basic thing, but with that exercise. Then add a new sheet and do 2039. then 22 and 23, and 22, 24. All right, those can be on one sheet together. And then the final sheet is 23, 17. All right, so basically you're just doing homework questions, but you're doing them in Excel. And I'm going to be looking for formulas. So when I grade this, I'm actually going to open up the Excel file, click on a couple of random cells and make sure you used a formula. And that's what you're going to have done to get full credit. All right, if I click on these cells and you actually have, like for instance, if you actually typed in the number 154 and I see that you've done that throughout the whole file, then you're not going to get full credit for it. If you do all 5 problems like that, you might get a 50 out of the 100, but you're not going to get 100. All right, you need to make sure that you use the formulas. And that is it.